It always seems impossible until it's done. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter, I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. There is no passion to be found playing small, in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Money won't create success, the freedom to make it will. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. Action without vision is only passing time, vision without action is merely daydreaming, but vision with action can change the world. It is in your hands, to make a better world for all who live in it. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. Our human compassion binds us the one to the other, not in pity or patronizingly, but as human beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. I detest racialism because I regard it as a barbaric thing, whether it comes from a black man or a white man. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership. Respect for one's own work and the work of others, integrity, and honesty should be the driving force of one's professional life. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. The good leader is the one who sees the task as a challenge, but also as an opportunity to lead and inspire others. I am not a saint, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. It is never my custom to use words lightly. If 27 years in prison have done anything to us, it was to use the silence of solitude to make us understand how precious words are and how real. Speech is in its impact on the way people live and die. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. Freedom cannot be achieved unless the women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression. I was not a messiah, but an ordinary man who had become a leader because of extraordinary circumstances. The time is always right to do what is right. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end he and the other side must be closer, and thus emerge stronger. You don't have that idea when you are arrogant, superficial, and uninformed. I stand here before you not as a prophet, but as a humble servant of you, the people.